I may have to drop. Uh,
DJ Boat is now live.
oh, that's good. So that means we're probably on Twitch. Oh yeah, I do need to get audio sharing working. I think we're live. I'm gonna check the Twitch. Sounds good too. My first. I'm trying a new setup.
New.
New. Seems to be working. Can't argue too much. You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io media. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
And I heard you.
Alright. Is the order in the show notes okay for you? Flash Legends, Locke. Okay. Neat. Ugh. All right. 10:01. We are live. I have the chats. Oh my god, Jazz! Jesus, we've been doing this for two freaking years.
Yep.
Shit.
On Twitch. On Twitch.
On Twitch. Oh wow.
Before that, the Google Hangouts and the what was that called? Versus the World, VTW.
Yeah, it was
Remember those
VTW,
days?
then Google Hangouts.
We did Skype
then-
for a little while. Crazy times.
Daryl's watching on the YouTubes. Hello, Daryl on the YouTubes.
Oh, hi, Daryl. You should be sleeping.
I can't hear very well. So where is... Is it? This might be it. There we go. Yep, like this. Okay, can I hear you now?
Can you?
I can. I can hear you very well, actually.
Excellent.
There we go. One thing, for whatever reason, the chat is not appearing on the stream. Should be a pretty easy, quick fix, though. Yay. Yay. There we go. Cool. I think we are good to go then. Remove that. That's the one you're looking for. Bang tittles. All right. Doing the thing in a 3, 2, 1.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
This is S4, bringing you the best in water-cooler geekery for over a century of episodes. The following podcast contains spoilers for the TV shows covered, and incredibly bad language, and the use of incredibly bad language to spoil TV shows. If this is something you're into, then welcome to the one, the only, the Small Screen Spoiler Show.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Small Screen Spoiler Show. This is your Small Screen Spoiler Show, episode number 115. I know it's been a little bit, but life has been very, very hectic. Hi, I am CJ Captain Pantsuit Boat. And that man over to my screen right is, of course, the lovely and talented Jared, no fighting in front of the bacon Azevedo.
Oh, hi. It's been so long. I don't remember how this works. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right? It's like every other time I've been on in the last month, I've been streaming video games. So I'm just like, wait, somebody else is talking back to me when I say things.
Whoa, I'm not alone in this room.
Weird.
Who said that?
I also I'm used to having a controller in my hand, so I'm like, okay, I guess. Oh man, and the one who complained at us, because I'm fairly sure I have COVID-19 right now, who pressured us to record tonight is, of course, Daryl. Every Holmes needs a Watson Shaler.
Every Holmes does need a Watson.
Indeed.
Is he Holmes or Watson?
British? British? He's Daryl.
He's definitely British.
I mean, Daryl is the closest person to a doctor we have. I mean, he was almost the doctor for the longest time, so I would imagine that he'd be Watson.
Cheery ho.
That's not nice. It's not nice at all. What are we talking about tonight?
I don't know what's happening. We're going to talk about The Flash, Season 6, Episode 10, Marathon, and Episode 11, Love is a Battlefield, and Episode 12, A Girl Named Sue. Then we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow, Season 5, Episode 4, Ahead of Her Time, and Season 5, Episode 5, Mortal Kombat.
Man, the show titles for this entire show are just so good.
I know, there's solid puns in every title.
In all
we'll get there.
of them, and it's glorious.
And then we're going to start talking about Lock and Key, the first 4 episodes. Welcome to Matheson, Trapper, Keeper, Head Games, and the Keeper of the Keys.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. I was excited about Legends or Lock and Key. So we'll see how that one pans out for us.
Hope we don't have to fight.
After we hear from our sponsors for our podcast listeners. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. I know there's a way in Streamlabs to throw to commercial, but I don't know how. And I should have looked that up beforehand. Oh well. And we're back. If you want an ad-free experience, make sure you tune in live whenever we go live at twitch.tv/GeekIO show. Playing a lot of video games over there lately. So, I mean, there's that. Most of the time we record Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern. Also,
But it's Wednesday, so
it is.
Who knows?
Yeah, time is relative in today's
Just hit that notification button on Twitch and you'll be fine.
Exactly. Or on YouTube, because we stream to YouTube live as well. So just, go over to our YouTube, youtube.com/GeekIO show, and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you get to tune in live. And it's good fun. It's great things.
Smash that love button.
Yep, indeed. Speaking of love buttons, actually pretty relative, actually mostly on topic, we should talk about the Flarsh, episode 10.
Flash episode 10. Some sort of light doctor? We're post-crisis here and working out where we are in the new timeline, and it's a bit of a mess. Cisco seems to only remember the original timeline now, since he's rediscovering the one that he should have lived through quite happily pre-Mindmeld, and he thinks that Earth Prime is the only Earth left, which means that this is a timeline where Earth 2 doesn't exist, so why does he still have Earth 2 things like the hologram cube in the book? They shouldn't have ever existed. Anyway, he's been cataloguing enemies, both old and new, and dealing with the fact that they have aliens everywhere now, even though it should not be a surprise to him, because this is his Earth as far as he knew. Diggle comes for a crossover, bringing with him a container that can only contain a Green Lantern ring. Right? Right? It's the Green Arrow's original mask, and Barry gets obsessed with one final message from Oliver, leading to Leanne use so that the OP speedster doesn't fix the other plots in a brief moment of time. Because Iris is full-on blogger now, and meeting with strange people in car parks in a search for mint chocolate swirl ice cream, and thanks to her amazing talents of going to the obvious bad guy and telling him everything before declaring that she will defiantly write the article he tries to stop, Iris is the target of 80s synth Dr. Light. Her path ultimately leads her to getting abducted by Earth Prime Mirror Master?
Yes.
All right, then.
I think. I don't know. I watched this like 4 weeks ago.
For real.
It's very blurry. But hey, I know who Maelstrom is now.
Yeah.
I wrote that last time and we had this long discussion back and forth about why I had written that note. It's the secret society with the little pin and the thing and secrets and stuff.
Yeah, so
Flash.
this episode was real difficult. It would struggle to come out of Crisis, and
It's like, well, Crisis is done and now we gotta do something, I guess.
and then not only just Crisis, but also after the funeral of Barry's best friend. So like this was never going to be a happy episode. But man, like
but yeah, it's so angry even Cisco is angry. And he just rage quit the show, apparently. Like, well, okay. I'm just going to leave. Bye.
Yeah, peace.
You're in charge now. Wait, but you were the good thing on the show. Don't. Oh, okay.
He'll be back.
I know, but we're on Cisco hiatus. And I don't know how I feel about it.
Ciscatus. So this is kind of the issue that I have with all of the DC reboots, even in the comics. Sometimes the plot lines just don't make sense and introduce more plot holes than they resolve. Like, yeah, the only reason Cisco knows anything other than Earth Prime is because the Martian Manhunter. So why do all of these things why are all these things surprising to him or anybody here?
Because time travel's hard. And alternate universes and wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
I mean, yeah, but so the issue is we like even out of Crisis of Infinite Earths, the comic book, we had to retcon a bunch of that like a few years later with Identity Crisis. Maybe? I think. Maybe. Yes, Identity Crisis.
Sure.
And then Final Crisis. And then Late for School Crisis. And then Corona Crisis. And then
Ah, how topical.
it I don't know. And admittedly, I too watched this episode a long ass time ago, so I am kind of relying on a review here. So
Let's see. They had like a little robbery of the coffee shop because you rob a coffee shop because I guess it's one of the only sets they have.
yeah.
And then the Flash shows up and they're like, "Oh no, it's the Flash!" And you weren't expecting the Flash to show up.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then Cisco doesn't remember owning his shirt. Is it a Batman shirt? Let's say
I think
it was
a
Batman
Superman shirt.
or
I think it
Superman
was a
shirt.
Superman shirt.
Again, this was like a month ago. I watched it.
Yeah, it was a
Wow,
Superman
she
shirt.
remembers it. It was a Superman shirt. And drink. Because now Katie's the one giving facts off screen. And then Diggle's here. Hi, Diggle.
Yay.
It's like,
Diggle's-
oh, God, Diggle's back, and we have to go back to the dojo. I mean, the island.
Yep. I'm kind of glad that is going to stop, hopefully.
I don't
we are
know.
never touching Black Arrow and the Canaries.
Yes, I'm sure they'll go back to the island.
Yeah, they can go
Just
back
like
to the
if
island
there
all they
was-
fucking want.
Yeah, if there was another season of Iron Fist, they would definitely go back to the dojo.
Oh yeah.
So we have to go back to the dojo. Always go back to the dojo.
Yes. And the island.
And the island. For Mirakuru. In case
Yes.
you forgot about it.
Like everybody did.
But hey, we brought Diggle on to do a guest spot. We're going back to the island. We're
That
gonna
was
have
pretty cool.
this little team up moment, and it's all gonna lead to absolutely nothing. It was just
Yeah,
a big
literally
a
nothing.
big old waste of time. But hey, Diggle
Literally
was
nothing.
here.
We got Diggle and we got a cool new Dr. Light, which is real rad. I like the new Dr. Light. She's cool.
I've already forgotten who that is.
The bad lady who's bad. She'll come back into play later because Sue Dibney, who we'll figure out who that is in a little bit when we talk about the next episode. Well, right now she's not Sue Dibney, but she'll become Sue Dibney eventually. Has a real bad interaction with Dr. Light. So yeah, that'll be interesting. She has the light gun thing, and she almost beat the hell out of Flash.
Oh, okay. I thought
don't
that was
remember that.
what's her name's cousin with the UV powers. but
There's
she's-
another one. There's lots of light people. We got tired of having evil speedsters, so now we have evil light people.
All right, because speed of light.
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
still technically speedsters, just,
Just light-based speed instead of
Yeah.
speed-based speed.
exactly. Instead of speed-based, light-based speed, we have light-based, speed, light,
Exactly.
based powers. Man, the one thing is though, I freaking love like Nash came out of this. Like
I do like
he-
Nash.
He
I am
actually
enjoying
came
him.
out of the crisis and like he acts different and he acts like the things that he witnessed during crisis actually weigh on him. And that's
As they
good.
would and should.
Yeah. Unlike freaking Diggle's wife, fucking what's her face, who didn't care or seem to remember that she was literally the anti-monitor for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like the times that you see her, she's like, nope, we're all cool. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's back to normal. Don't worry about that stuff that happened.
Yeah, don't worry that I was literally evil incarnate for a while.
Just for a little while.
But yeah, Nash, like the way that he acts, and one thing every time he's on screen, I love Wells. Like, he is such a good actor, and he raises the level of everybody around him. He sells the I witnessed and caused the deaths of multitudes, trillions upon trillions upon trillions of lives. I have to make this right somehow. And he sells it, and I can appreciate that.
As you should.
And
then
then
Iris did some stuff.
Iris did some stupid things because she is dumb sometimes.
I know. We're gonna focus a lot on her. and
Yeah,
her
we are.
Choices.
Yeah, we are. And then she gets sucked into a mirror.
Because the theme of this week is mirror dimensions.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll talk more on that here in a minute. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much this. This was a very somber episode. There wasn't a lot of fun stingy bits. Like, we had some good Cisco liners, but other than that, like, not much.
Yeah. And even Cisco spent most of the time being really grumpy, and that's no fun.
Yeah.
We don't want grumpy
Peace
Cisco.
the hell out.
Yeah. I'm stuck with the one who destroyed the multiverse. Dang. You're so harsh, man. I mean, not wrong, but ow.
So angry.
And Iris did some stunt driving
Or something.
and then Earth fracking Prime.
Yep.
Because this is Battlestar Galactica now.
Well, we'll get more on that here in just a moment as we talk about episode 11. Let's hear what Daryl has to say about that.
11. Looking Glass Iris. Iris can cook a decent breakfast now, so clearly we're dealing with a doppelganger. In fact, this is dealt with so heavy-handedly, I even started to suspect that we might be following the real Iris in the mirror world. But no, that's giving them way too much credit. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day, and wait, Alexa, remind me to buy some product placement tomorrow at 2. Where was I? Ah yes, it's Valentine's Day, and Foster's embracing the day by playing Cupid. Barry and Facsimile Iris go on a date, which is naturally ruined by Gauntlet Starbuck, who now has a free pass since she knows Barry's identity. It turns out she's after a flower, and Facsimile Iris is hatching a plan to give her everything she wants. Her ex is after it too, and not before long we see a fight between Mary Poppins and Goldie-looking Chain. We also discover a couple of things about Barry's super onesie, that it can magically heal when pierced by batarangs, and that the gold-coloured parts are actually gold? The bad guys have some funky telepathic sex, and the day is kinda won.
Hey, Battlestar Galactica. We have Starbuck in this episode.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yes.
Didn't recognize her.
Yeah. That is 100% freaking Starbuck. I got this. Hold on.
Kate something. Oh,
nope.
No.
It's gone.
All right, let's see. Go IMDb, go. Go
I feel
IMDb,
like
go.
shit.
Love is Battlefield.
Katie Sackhoff.
Katie Sackhoff. I was I got the Kate part right.
Yeah, I'm like, I did.
Huh.
So yeah, Starbuck.
Which
I like how you're like, it's getting all Battlefield, Battlestar Galactica up in here. I'm like, huh, that had to have been a proper toss in the next episode.
No, that was totally unintentional. I did not recognize her. They had the makeup and the hair, and I don't know.
I thought that she was the there for a second until her accent slipped. I thought she was because I didn't. Apparently, she was a villain from season 4.
I'm
I
sure.
thought it was the girl. I always thought it was the woman who was playing Missy on Doctor Who last season, because it looked and sounded a lot like her. Like I said, until her accent slipped, I'm like, wait a second, and I looked at her on my phone, and I'm like, oh, okay.
But no. So this episode was a very special Valentine's Day special. And
Yep.
there was this whole side story with Starbuck and Bald Mr. T fighting over a flower. And it was really dumb.
It was
And I
super
kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was super dumb.
It
was
was
so
super
super dumb.
duper dumb. And I was like, okay, now this is the Flash that I tend to like more.
Oh, apparently his name is Goldface.
His name is Goldface.
It makes it even better. Oh my god.
Amulet Black.
I love the fact that his name is Goldface.
Yeah, you didn't pick up on that? I definitely wrote that. Goldface. His name is Goldface. So he's absolutely got to be from the comic book because his name is Goldface.
CW is not intelligent enough or creative enough to freaking create a guy named Goldface.
Oh.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. That just makes that entire thing so. Oh my god, he's glorious.
Yeah, there he is, Goldface. Yeah.
Oh my god, he's amazing. I love him.
First introduced in Green Lantern number 38,
Ooh,
July of 1965.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a Would that be
it
Silver
makes it-
Age?
Yeah, that would be Silver Age. So, I mean, if a guy named Goldface didn't clue you in, definitely Silver Age.
So good on you, Flash. Like, again, it was super duper dumb, but it was what I wanted from Flash. I'm tired of all the melodrama, blah de blah. Give me dumb villains fighting over a flower, and just over the top campiness. And one of them's name is Goldface, by the way.
Yes. Oh
You
my
mentioned his name is
God.
Goldface. And he has the power to manipulate gold, including the gold.
But apparently in the comics, his weakness is
suit.
gold as well, apparently.
Well, that makes sense.
That makes total sense.
Superhuman strength, durability, stamina, and agility due to gold-based elixir. His serum also bestowed radiation emission, energy cancellation, and I can't say that. Gold transmutation.
Chrysopoeia.
Chrysopoeia. You know that stuff. It's all good.
You know. That's what every character has that.
I mean, and they even started the episode by calling out that it was going to be a meta of the week episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like out loud, they said these words.
Yes.
Let's go on our Valentine's date before some meta of the week ruins it, and then a meta of the week ruins it.
And then Starbucks shows up.
And then Starbucks shows up.
Oh my god. Yeah, like I freaking loved this stupid episode. It was weird and I loved it.
I mean, it was Legends of Tomorrow level silly.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
quite as clever as Legends of Tomorrow.
Right, there was still that little bit of arrow
kiss.
stank to it.
Yeah, but it was what we needed at that time.
Yeah. I love Frost trying to play Cupid with everybody. And this woman who doesn't know real emotion, like,
because you're filling in the blanks without the facts. Because she's Frost, life coach. Yeah, Frost being life coach, that was also great. Silliness.
Yes. Freaking Danielle Panamaker is just the best person on this entire show. Like, since Cisco, for whatever reason, is super cranky, man, just Danielle Panabaker's just like, nope, get out of my way, fools. I'ma steal this show.
I'm Frost now.
This is my episode. This is my season. This is my season. Just stand behind me like good people. So yeah, we do get the introduction to who's totally not Mirror Master now. Eva McCullough.
Yes, in the mirror dimension with Iris hanging out,
Yep. Just chilling.
trapped for years and years.
Totally not evil.
Probably evil.
Definitely not evil. No, she's just a damsel in distress.
I've just been trapped here. Help me.
I can't do anything. Please help me, Iris. And Iris is all like, I don't know how to tell people no, so yes, I'ma help you.
But Iris
Iris-
did get to be a bad A for
Yeah.
an episode. Well, fake Iris.
Yes.
Mirror Iris. Who is Iris? Or she doesn't know that she's the mirror version? I don't know. I don't understand this whole conceit.
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
actually watched, and I
Moved-
watched a
moved
couple
ahead?
extra episodes because I wasn't feeling well. Yeah, one because so I want to genuinely like Flash again, and it's almost there.
It's coming back.
Almost.
It's coming up out of the valley.
Yes.
This episode helped a lot.
Yeah.
But then the
it
next
even-
one kind of rolled back down again.
Yeah, but not
terribly.
Not
Not terribly.
terribly. Yeah, not enough for me to be like,
It was
I'm
just
out.
like I'm not
but-
like I hate Flash and I'm out. I'm just kind of like, eh.
It's kind of flat. Like this entire
Yeah.
season, coming out of something as amazing as Crisis on Infinite Earths could have been, like, it just feels like the writing
real.
staff was pulled in.
Everybody
too
just
hard,
went to
like-
Legends of Tomorrow and Flash was left in the cold.
Yeah,
the
like
interns.
Flash got left with Arrow's writers for whatever reason. And,
Ugh.
but yeah, also totally real Iris can speak Italian too. That was a thing.
Mhm.
That shouldn't bring up any red flags at all.
Yes. But she wants that flower.
Yes.
It gives her the telepathic narcotic powers.
Yes. So they can have mind
Because
sex.
MacGuffin.
Yep.
has mind sex. That happens.
It does.
And at least Barry broke the fourth wall. What
Yeah,
is happening? It's like
I could genuinely
all of
try-
us are with you, man. All of us,
right.
nobody
I'm
knows
fully
what's
okay
happening.
with Flash always being willing to poke at the fourth wall, up into including the no onesies, which was almost your show, which was almost your name until I heard no fighting in front of the bacon.
No fighting in front of the bacon. Okay, we'll get to that show.
Yes.
Focus. Let's see. When they were stealing the flower and Goldface and sorry, I can't say it without laughing.
You can't
And,
even say it without laughing.
And Amunet Black were fighting and Discount Phil Coulson showed up. Like it
Yeah.
genuinely made me do a double take. I was like, what is that? Oh no, it's not.
Nope.
Wait, is it? No, that's not. That's not what's his name? Crap, what's Coulson's
Nope.
real name?
Brett Dalton.
No.
Ryan Dalton.
There's no
Katie
Dalton.
Sackhoff.
Stop it.
Goldface.
Clark Gregg. Phew. Stop it.
Goldface.
It's like, is that Clark Gregg? Why did they? Oh no, that's not him. Man, he looks a lot like him. Though.
He really did.
And then a thing fell on him. He's really bad at his job.
Yep.
And Flash saved him because Flash.
Yes. All right. Anything else on this episode before we?
I wrote
don't-
Pig Misery. I don't remember what that was.
I don't remember either.
And his new drummer is bioluminescent. I don't remember that quote, but
Don't know.
it's a good one. I still
is a good
like
one.
it. I just don't know what it was in reference to. And Almost Parental, which I think was in reference to Frost.
Yes.
Or no,
I can
maybe it
see
was
Or maybe even Iris.
Nash.
Oh, right.
Because it's his daughter, or
Totally not his daughter.
or mirror version of his daughter. But
yeah, I'm guessing that she had like that. She is the her doppelganger was his daughter, or God, I hope daughter, and not super awkward love interest.
Yeah, it's his daughter. They've already said parental and
God, I hope
hinting
so.
towards it. Anyway, let's finish up Flash.
Yay!
Flash episode 12, Through the Looking Glass. Can an episode have too many plots? Let's see, shall we? Iris is in the mirror dimension where she meets the big bad's missing wife and fails to ask the big questions like, who built the buildings if there are no people? Who printed the books? Since this is a current reflection of the real world, what happens if a building is destroyed in one of them? What happens to the real world book when the mirror version is moved? What are the rules, goddammit? Oh, and we flash back to the Star Labs explosion again, because nearly a decade later, and it's still yielding new metas. Next plot, Elastic Fantastic is looking for the future Susan Storm, and she turns up on his doorstep with an explosive entrance. She's a beautiful dame with a killer backstory and matching film noir soundtrack, and also Mission Impossible masks, quick change leather Black Widow costume, and a thing for double crossing. Oh, and she's after a giant diamond with a secret etched into it because we all saw Birds of Prey. Speaking of rules, how is it that elongated man powers can stop a bullet, but not fists? You want a C-plot? Barry, who isn't speed healing like he used to, causing no concern at all, is investigating something on the QT for Captain West. The D-plot sees Facsimile Iris trying to get Mirror Master's gun, and the E-plot is about Nash being haunted by Cylon headwells. So should we all.
All right. He has a point. There are a lot of plots in this episode.
Yeah, there's like Nash and his daughter doing a thing, and Iris is trapped in the mirror dimension, and Mirror Iris is out doing something.
Evil things.
And meanwhile, Sue Dearborn finally shows up.
So, all right. Least favorite plot line is probably the Irises.
In the mirror dimension?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't find Mirror Mistress to be very compelling anyway. Like, it just, I don't know if she's going to be the big bad or what's happening there. It's just kind of I'm just not feeling it. But then again, like, we've always been honest on this one. This show always works when it's not taking itself too seriously, and that is very serious in there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Sue Dearborn stuff's not so serious.
Oh,
Like,
that is my favorite, by the way.
We're just gonna do like a straight up film noir thing, and
and I love it.
And it was great. I liked it.
Oh my god!
And
like Ralph is great.
The elongated man,
this entire thing,
just hamming it up and doing his thing, and it's fantastic.
Yes,
love that whole thing.
So glorious.
And you can't help but like Sue Dearborn, but curse her obvious and inevitable betrayal.
Right. Well, I mean, it's a noir film, so we knew the dame was going to not be the dame. Also, she's another one of those women who's distractingly pretty, and like, and again, I get it. Also, she's 33.
Huh.
Genetics, man.
They're a powerful thing.
Yeah, Natalie Dreyfus. She's compelling, and not just because she's distractingly pretty, but like I have a feeling that I'm gonna like her a lot in this show, as long as I keep her with that 30s crime noir thing. Like, I love the idea of her being like a Catwoman kind of thing in this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like an anti-hero who's fully up on herself. She's never going to actually be a damsel in distress, but she'll make you think that she is, and then knock you the hell out. Apparently the main thing that she was in the originals, which I think was a vampire movie show on CW. And uh I don't know any of the other things.
She was on the Will and Grace reboot.
She was in National Treasure Book of Secrets with one of the best parts ever, Angry College Girl.
Ah. And she was a fairy on True Blood once.
So she was probably naked. Everybody was naked on that show.
It's a safe assumption, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I never really watched it.
I watched all of it because Rachel loved it. But yeah, I loved the Ralph and Sue freaking thing, and just like all of the over the top things that don't make any sense. Like the rubber mask thing works for Ralph, but there's no reason why Sue should ever have that thing on, and it's amazing. Like, and even the effect of it is actually pretty rad. Like, it's so cool, and like the double the words, the double cross, and then the double cross, and then the double cross.
So
It's
many
amazing.
crosses doubling up and being crossed.
It's amazing, and I love it. Like,
it was fine. Yeah, but and then through the whole thing, I kept going like, doesn't Ralph have powers? Like, why is he? It's like, oh, okay, didn't want to use them in front of Sue. Okay, we have an excuse for this.
Also, they're really expensive.
You say that, but he did use them.
He did use them, but they're really expensive because they actually don't look like garbage. They don't look great, but they don't look like garbage. I do like how Barry was not a lot in this episode, and they allowed the other members of Team Flash to take stage.
Yeah, it's nice to have some other people focused for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, he still did things, but it's like it was definitely a C or D plot at best.
Well, I have to have him in there somewhere. His name is in the title.
Yeah, he is the Flash. But I wonder if Grant Gustin was off filming something else at the time, and then like, hey, no, you have to film this. It's in your contract. He's like, well, shit, can I be injured or something? Yeah, this episode was fun. For the most part, it was fun. That's the reason why, like, yeah, it may have slid back on the goofiness that was the last episode, but the entire Ralph and Sue plot line just freaking sold it for me.
Yeah, and they played it well.
Oh yeah,
well played, well acted, well written.
Yeah,
I don't really remember what else happened in this episode. So
not like this was another one of those the advancing the A plot, which is the mirror iris and then the B plot, which is Sue. And like I said, Sue and Dr. Light have a issue in the comics, and that's all I'm gonna say. Also, Eva McCullough's actress's name is named Ifrit Dor, and that's great. She seems like she is super maybe Dutch. That's not a name that you would normally hear here in the States. Ifrit Dor.
Ifrit Dor. Yes.
I want to see where she's from.
She's Facsimilaris. Facsimilaris.
Oh, she's Israeli. Neat.
Oh, like Wonder Woman.
Yes.
All makes sense now.
Yes, indeed. All right. I mean, this was fun, but
it was good. Ultimately, glad we're finally paying off the Sue Dearborn plot line that we've been teasing forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was great.
Yes.
Mirror Iris and everything else was kind of just it's all right.
It wasn't anything too egregious. It was just kind of meh. Like nothing, didn't hate it, just didn't like it. More Sue and Ralph though, because they are great.
They are great. I have the note another Wells to Sass, but I don't know what that was.
He had Welsh Wells in his head because he's dealing with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Welsh Wells.
Yes.
Sassing him.
Yes.
Okay.
And there
were secret diamond markings. Ooh.
All right. We should talk about Legends of Tomorrow, which is my favorite thing that we're watching right now.
Legends of Tomorrow Episode 4. A Nightmare on Halloween the 13th. We open on the execution of one Freddie Myers, with his Mrs. Bates' mother in attendance. Well, that's Psycho, Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween already. This is going to be a slasher fic love letter then. Finally, my love of pre-millennium horror films is going to come in handy. We go back in time to the retro time of the early 2000s, because apparently that's retro now. It wasn't that long ago. That would be like if Wedding Singer made fun of the 80s and it only came out in 1998. Oh, fuck, I'm old. Shut up, CJ. We find out that they're in Heatwave's old school, so naturally we'll be going back in time to see that then. And go back in time we do, as Super Ant-Man wants to mess with the timeline and Back to the Future Biff into less of a bad guy. So while one team fights the future Encore, who uses magical powers to crush people in lockers, Team 1989 deals with young Biff with a little help from his fairly hot Nora. Of course, the masked killer is going to turn out to be the mother. We have seen Friday the 13th after all, but I do love this show enough to act surprised when we get that reveal. Meanwhile, social influencer Zari has been kidnapped by Nate and her brother and locked up. Fortunately, Mac computers are well known to integrate with spaceships, so she manages to hack her way out. Why do they even have a Mac on the future timeship anyway? It would be like taking an abacus to a computer camp. Anyway, after some carry-level prom hijinks, the killer is stopped, and shock horror, it was the mother all along! Oh, and it turns out that Ava has a podcast about a specific nerdy subject, and none of her friends and family are willing to listen to it. I have no idea what that feels like.
No, not at all. Not one bit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This is fun.
Just man. Oh boy.
It's a little
There's a lot going on in these episodes, man.
Yes, we're gonna take all the horror tropes and all the horror things and all the horror references and just jam it back into 40 minutes. Hold on to your butts. Here we go. We're gonna throw a little Back to the Future in there for fun.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot going on here, and like the thing is none of it is serious at all, and I love it.
I know, and it doesn't matter if you die, even though you're the one that's time traveling. If they fix it in another timeline, then you get to come back to life because of reasons,
right?
We're just playing fast and loose with the rules of time travel here.
Yes. Man, and like the fact that the whole Marie Antoinette thing was such a minor point that it wasn't even brought up in freaking Daryl's intro was.
Isn't that the next episode?
Is it the next episode? No, Ahead of Her Time. Episode 4. Did we skip episode 3 talking about? Even put it Legends of Tomorrow episode 4, which is Ahead of Her Time, which is the Marie Antoinette episode. Hold on a second. Let me see what.
That wasn't the same episode.
5 conversations with John goes into the witch's cage and goes on a journey down memory lane with a poltergeist lie detector. It would be the deadly serious half of this episode if it weren't for that punk rock haircut Constantine. Meanwhile, Ava is made temporary captain and decides to use her people manager handbook, all before.
Yeah, so Daryl.
Hold on, wait, I'm confused.
Episode 4 is ahead of her time.
But I have the Freddie Myers. Hold on. Oh, this is episode 3, not episode 4. Wait. Episode 1. Episode 2.
Because episode 1 was the Legends of was the technically the
Oh, here we go. Episode 4
Crisis.
is the slasher one, Slay Anything. And episode 5 is ahead of her time. We have not gotten to Mortal Kombat yet. That's episode 6. They've screwed up on the app, I noticed. Like the CW app, they've screwed up the numbering because they didn't count the crossover premiere as episode 1.
Huh.
So
But the issue is it's everywhere as episode 4.
not on IMDb.
Weird.
Anyway, all right, it's fixed in the notes. So we're talking about season 5, episode 4, Slay Anything. Episode 5 is ahead of her time. Tuck in.
This is fucking the zero array of goddamn Mr. Robot
Yeah,
again.
no, it's Mr. Robot all over again.
Jesus Christ. I thought we were done with that. Okay. All right. So all right. Oh right, this one. Okay. Okay. I got this one. Sweet.
We're
Sorry,
back.
this
Is he
is
back?
what reviews are for. Just takes a picture of a freaking look and it's like, oh right, okay. Oh my god, this episode was great. Now that I'm looking at this again, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this one. So yes, every single horror trope, because I'm guessing they thought maybe they were filming this in October or like it was supposed to air in October or something. But I love the fact that it was like freaking right at Valentine's Day that this showed up.